Aloha mai kako, a Kamamati Curtain Call, a weekly program of reviews, previews, interviews, and features of and or with the great art and artists on Maui and beyond. I'm Paul James Brown. Before I begin, I need to correct some misinformation in my last two curtain calls. Damian Smith and Bob Flint are faculty members at the Hui Noʻeau. Mahalo, Anne-Marie Forsyth, for letting me know. And Christopher Lee Morgan has not been with the Maui Arts and Cultural Center since 2023. Mahalo for the correct information. If you find errors in my work, please do not hesitate to contact me at curtaincallmaui@gmail.com. Maui Public Art Corpsʻ was founded in 2020 to, quote, connect people to place and story through the development of exceptional public art created in response to the successful 2018 Small Town Big Art pilot in partnership with the County of Maui, Hale Ho'ike at the Bailey House, and Maui Historical Society, which pairs artists with community members to develop art installations rooted in the Mary Kavena Pakui's ʻOlelo Noʻeau, Hawaiian proverbs and poetical sayings. Their work extends this Wailuku-based activities to a county-wide movement, unquote. This project is unique in the United States and perhaps in the world. The process of storytelling ensures the resulting work of art is thoroughly grounded in the history and culture of this place. Public art transforms a space from one passed by on the way to someplace else to one which celebrates the beauty, culture, dignity, and sense of place where one may contemplate and absorb the results of a rigorous creative process, where artists, be they local or from far away, are touched to their core by our paradise. Last weekend, Maui Public Art Corpsʻ presented 3 new murals at UH Maui College. It was an informative and touching ceremony which culminated with a delicious lunch at the Class Act restaurant. The program began at the Pilina building. The group was welcomed by UH Chancellor Dr. Louis Hokuana, who presented pule and song. Then he introduced Sissy Lake Farm has been with the organization since it was formed as Small Town Big Art, and she was the mistress of ceremonies. She gave background about the projects and emphasized Hui Mo'olelo is, quote, rooted in a sense of place and the stories about these places, unquote. Kumu Uncle Bill Garcia, who revealed he had already blessed the artworks. He said, quote, a blessing is not a dog and pony show, unquote. It is something special between the practitioner and the subject. Then he did a pule and blessed the gathering. The artist Eric Seven Finley is from Chattanooga, Tennessee. He has done many large-scale outdoor murals, and his process of community collaboration around his previous projects made him the perfect person for the Maui Public Art Corpsʻ. His mural is rooted in the ʻOlelo Noʻeau Ola I Ka Vai A Ka Opua. There is life in the water from the clouds. Rain gives life, and it honors. The Mo'olelo of Louis Garcia III, as told to Kaliko Storer. While it focuses on Mr. Garcia's Mo'olelo, it also celebrates the role fish and fishing play in the lives of the people of Maui and the Pacific. The puka shells and the hands embracing and lifting up the fish honor the spiritual dimensions of fishing, as Ms. Lake put it. Then it was off across campus to the Kupa'a building, led by Jocelyn Romero de Mirbag, the college's institutional development director, who guided the large group to the next location while narrating the sights along the way like a tour guide. The artist for this project is CBLoxx, a.k.a. Jay Gilleard, from the UK. This is the most complex of all the murals in this presentation because it comes from 2 sets of mo'olelo, one from Ha'iku stone carver Ho'aka de los Reyes, as told to Anohea Yagi, and the other from Nicoletta Garces and Ashley Anchetta Garlakgak. The story selected was ʻOlelo Noʻeau, number 2125. Malia pa'a he ike unu, pa'a ka pohaku nui a ole e ka'a. Perhaps it is the small stone that can keep the big rock from rolling down. The face is that of a mahu, the ancient revered peeler and kumu, who is non-gender specific, exhibiting both male and female characteristics. Also, Ms. Garces conducted a plant and medicine workshop where she presented the healing techniques and material of the Filipino people. Kalo, or taro, are just as important to that island nation as they are to this. So, on one side you see kalo, and the other is a Hawaiian Polynesian mortar emblematic of healing and ancestral memory. In their statement, they, Gilleard, said, quote, "Training to carve sculpt stone set the tone for my latest body of work, where figures' faces are chiseled in the studio and then used as reference materials for paintings in a half-work state. The rough edges translate perfectly into cliffs, landscapes, otherworldly faces being part of the land." They continued, "Stone as both a literal material and a metaphor is incredibly fitting for exploring the concept of permanence, memory, and history like a vessel for holding stories across time. The connection between petroglyphs and graffiti is particularly poignant because it ties together the ancient act of marking stone with contemporary forms or self-expression, blurring the lines between past and present. It suggests that the impulse to record our existence, our identities, and our experience is timeless," unquote. Ho'aka talked about how Pauhaku are the bones of the land, the foundation of the world. He said, quote, "It is not you who shapes the stones, it is the stone that shapes you." He addressed the visitor penchant to want to take Pauhaku. He said you cannot, quote, "because the ancestors' i'iwi becomes one with the Pauhaku. The stone gives and takes life," unquote. Anohea Yagi expressed gratitude to everyone who made the project possible, and she described the work as a salve for our community and planet. Then it was off to the Ka'ike building, and the final mural of the presentation, Oahu's Solomon Enos chose ʻOlelo number 2559, Pa'a Kawa'a Hana Ka Lima. Shut the mouth, keep hands busy, never mind talking, start working. It is ironic that the interviewer from this ʻOlelo was Pualani Enos, no relation to Solomon, and she discussed the experiences of Uncle Gabby Gouveia, who, despite having had a crippling spinal injury at 6 years old, has had a vibrant and full life here on Maui. Mr. Enos is an exuberant, loquacious, and humorous speaker who told the tale of his painting. He told of his close collaboration with Uncle Gabby, who pleaded with Mr. Enos to put Uncle Gabby and his father into the painting. If the viewer looks at the lower left panel on the beach, one will see two dark figures. These are Mr. Gouveia and his father. Another aspect that is quite remarkable is how Mr. Enos dealt with the lights on the wall of his work. He created trompe-l'oeil, peva. These are wedge-shaped patches used in woodworking. Mr. Enos told us about his collaboration with the college to get permission to paint a dot on the parking lot. This, he said, was the optimum place from which to view the work. What do you think? There are two birds in the painting. A majiro, or Japanese white-eye, is in the tree near a tiny papaya, and the Hawaiian stilt, or io, soars above one of the peva. The majiro is there because of a story Uncle Gabby told about killing the bird with his slingshot and then bringing it home, hanging it up, and shooting at it repeatedly. When his father found out, he asked the youngster, quote, "How you like if I shoot you?" unquote. It was a lesson he never forgot. He concluded his talk by saying, quote, "If you know kids, teach them the right way," unquote. It was most inspiring. Go and see and feel these works. The UH Maui campus is rife with art. If you can go at night, as Mr. Enos said, quote, "When we are in darkness, it is the best time to see the light," unquote. Well, that's Curtain Call for this week. Mahalo nui loa for joining me. I'm Paul James Brown, Maui Strong. Ahui ho.